Hello, and welcome to Math 250 Introduction to Linear Algebra. My name is Dr. John Kerrigan, and I will be your instructor for this asynchronous course. I'd like to welcome you to Rutgers University in case you are a freshman or a returning sophomore or junior, or even a senior. I hope that you have a really enriching and fulfilling semester. A little bit about myself. I took this course in 2004, a long time ago, and I've been with the math department now. This is my 15th year. My doctorate degree is in design of learning environments. So I went to school specifically to learn about how to build online and hybrid courses. So I'm very, very excited that this is my first asynchronous math course to teach. And I hope that it's a good product. And I'm very willing to take any of your feedback at any time, should you have any. For this course, this semester, a couple of items I like to go through with you. I want to review the syllabus in an efficient manner and also go through the Canvas site so that you understand what it is that is there and what the workflow looks like. So officially, this course is asynchronous, meaning it doesn't have any live meeting commitments. However, I will be available on Sunday nights if you want to drop in and ask any questions. There is that live help option. And if that time slot doesn't work for you, if you'd like to make an appointment at some other time, just give me a little bit of lead time and we'll try to work something out. As a student in this course, you should have taken Calculus 2, so just be sure that you've met the appropriate prerequisite. So what exactly is this course about? This course basically I like to think of as an extension of high school in a way. You're going to take a look at solving systems of equations, but doing it through matrices and instead of using elimination or substitution or graphing. And we're going to extend that to larger systems and then look at some special properties of matrices like determinants, diagonalization, subspaces, etc. It's a really interesting course. What makes it I guess a little different than the calculus sequences. It is more conceptual. There is a focus on understanding concepts and properties and connecting ideas together across multiple sections. We also do some proofwriting. So for some students, that can be a little bit more challenging than calculus, but for others, they prefer that very logical thinking type of atmosphere. So I just wanted to let you know it is a little bit more conceptual than the calculus course. We do true and false type problems, we do proofs, we do some short answer with explanations, so that might be a little bit different from what you're used to. There's an official department webpage. You can take a look at it on the syllabus. For our section only, we will be using MyLab. We will not be using the Spence text that is on the website. The reason why I chose to use MyLab is because you can get instantaneous feedback on your homework rather than waiting for a grader to give you that feedback. And there are a variety of tools on MyLab that can help you as you're working through the problems, like give me a hint, show me a worked example, bring me to the textbook, etc. For this course, obviously, you want to always abide by the academic integrity policy. We do check online websites like Chegg, and we check submissions for authenticity. So if we find that you've posted these questions someplace or copied an answer, unfortunately, that is a violation of academic integrity, and we have to pursue the appropriate action there. If you have any accommodations, please feel free to let me know, and I will certainly take care of that. Calculators, I know there's a variety of online calculators that are available, so you're free to use those to assist. On exams, they'll be monitored through Respondus Lockdown browser, so those won't be an option. The grade for the course will be composed of a couple of things. Much like a regular course, there will be 2 midterms and a final. Each midterm is not cumulative, but the final exam is cumulative. The other 3 components, what I've decided to do is you will get credit for watching videos. That's the instructional part of the course, and that's worth 5%. I leave those open for the whole semester. Obviously, it would help to watch them each week, but in case you need to go back, I do leave them open. There's embedded questions in the videos that you'll have to answer to get credit, and there's a redo, retry option available. So if you get it wrong, don't worry, you can go back and answer the question again. There's a MyLab problem set for every section, so that'll be the online homework with the instant feedback. That will count for another 7.5%. And then each week also there'll be a set of written problems. Typically there's 5 or 6 of these each week where you will actually write out your work. These are usually proofs and more conceptual type problems, and those will be submitted on Canvas for a grade for accuracy. So that will be a different type of submission. I was going to do weekly quizzes too, but I decided to take that out so that's not too much this first time around. I'm hoping that, by doing the MyLab problems that you'll just study those and be okay. The exams, I have the dates listed on the last page. They will be 80 minutes each, and the final is 3 hours. These will be taken on MyLab with a lockdown browser. It's very important that you take the tech setup quiz as soon as possible once you start this course, because you'll need to be you need to have that set up in advance of the exam, or else the exam can't be proctored. So that'll be one of your first assignments. If there's an emergency with the date and time, you'll need to just let me know so that we can make up an alternate arrangement to take a different version of the test. The videos, each week you will have a video set that's aligned to the textbook. I house these on PlayPosit, so this gives me some tracking information to see if you actually watched it. And there's some questions in there too that you'll answer, and these will either be true false, or maybe a question about a concept, or having you fill in part of a problem. So it's important that you watch all the videos each week prior to working out the problem sets. The written problems, like I said, these are just 5 or 6 more challenging problems. I ask that you submit those as a PDF file or a JPEG on Canvas. And then the MyLab is the online homework platform, where that might be a balance of computational, some true false, some theoretical questions, but you'll get a couple of attempts on those too, and that gets automatically sent to Canvas once you're done. Technology, obviously you want to make sure that you have the appropriate setup to take this class. It is asynchronous, so make sure that you have a computer and all that. If you need any help with non-academic things like student wellness, well, they are academic, but if you need help with personal stuff, there's lots of options available through the university. You could take a look at all these links and phone numbers, and there is something there for you. The way that I've set the course up is each week there will be typically anywhere from 2 to 3 textbook sections that we will be responsible for. I was going to stagger the sections, over the course of maybe 3 or 4 days each, but I'm going to, give you a week to get it done however you want. I do want to be flexible and understanding that you have busy schedules and you signed up for an asynchronous course for that flexibility. So I just ask that you please don't wait until the last day, with 4 hours left to complete the work. That's usually not a good idea. So for the first week, I just had an end date of the 6th because we have a Labor Day in the middle there. So I wanted to make sure everybody had enough time to complete that first week worth of work. It's a little bit shorter. There'll be a course overview, an introduction to systems and all that. And then each week typically will go from Tuesday to Monday. And I chose that because I know a lot of you will like to do that initial heavy reading and watching of the videos over the weekend or on Friday when you might have downtime, and then you'll have the weekend and Monday to finish up any work. All the problems will be due on Mondays, so be sure to have that all done, and I have the Sunday night office hours in case anybody needs before they hand them in. What I've also done is during weeks where there's an exam, I put review time at the start of each week. So typically I'll provide some type of review online, and then the midterm will be on the last day of the week on each time. So on October 11th and November 15th, those are both Mondays, I will schedule the exam so that you could take that at the end of the week. So you have the full week to review and ask any questions. I will say that, having taught this class now, this is going to be my 5th time teaching it. I would say that the hard parts are definitely in the beginning. Some students, it's been a while since they've worked with systems, so it takes some getting used to, and the language and all that. So you might experience a little turbulence in the very beginning of the course, and then it gets okay for a little bit. And then the course ends a little bit difficult with this last unit here. So I just wanted to put that out there because you might feel like it's easy for a while, and then all of a sudden it gets a little difficult at the end. So just be mindful that these last weeks, the last month of the course, you might need a little additional time to review the concepts and practice some problems. So that's our syllabus. Let me explain the Canvas site for you. I've housed everything under modules and assignments. I have a link. Let me go under modules. So I'm under modules right now. There's a link to my weekly office hours on Zoom right at the top. So you just click on that on Sunday night and I will be there. Everything you need for MyLab to get signed up, you'll have to purchase the access, which includes the book and the homework. That's all here along with the class code. You have to take a tech setup quiz. Like I said, that's for the respondus browser that you need for the exams. That must be done the first week. And then what I've done is for each week, there are videos to watch that you'll click on, and that'll bring you to PlayPosit, which, like I said, tracks the videos and has the questions built in. So you'll have to watch that. Spoiler alert, you cannot fast forward, you can't speed it up. You have to stay on the screen and actually watch it. So just wanted to let you know that, we do expect that the amount of time put in is equal to that of an in-person class. And then what I've done underneath is when I've taught this class live, I use something called Google Jamboard, and Google Jamboard is a virtual whiteboard. So I've worked out problems that might be helpful to you as a reference. So I've included these here as a set of written worked examples should you want to see some type of, worked out problems for your own reference. That's from a live version of the course, but I'm putting in here in case you'd like to see it as well. So that's what you'll see under modules. After week 1, what I also put up is when I taught this course this summer, I recorded my start of class review. So when I would start class, I would do a review with the students, just like right now, on the screen and all that. So I've recorded it, and if you'd like for me to, oh, there I am. If you'd like for me to, walk you through those problems that you see on the Jamboard, you're free to watch it. It's optional. This is not put into Play Posit, so you don't need to watch these. This is just there if you'd like to, sit through a second explanation. If you'd like to hear me, explain it in a more condensed manner after you watch the videos, that option is completely there for you. Again, not mandatory. Just, I like to give students multiple ways to learn it. So you have to watch the video set, but then you can also watch another one. You can read the book. You can look at the Jamboard slides. You can find something that works for you. So you'll see for each week, there's always that set up. The mandatory videos, the Jamboard, if you'd like to take a look at that. If there's other things that I find important, like, one time the students asked, how do I answer true and false questions? So I made a quick little video that you can watch there. I like jokes, so sometimes I'll put some jokes in here and there as I find them. I'll be sharing applications with you as well. There's some exam review stuff. As we approach exams, I'll post a link, which will typically include some more problems and the department review information as well. To access the assignments, the things that you'll have to do, the deliverables for the course, just go under assignments. And you will see that there are My Lab homework assignments that are due every single week. And, the first one being this text setup quiz you need to get done to get the respondus working. And then there's a My Lab assignment for every section that we do. And typically they range from like 8 to 13, 14 questions per section. So it's this online interactive homework that you'll do. And then, the videos I set due on Saturday night, just so that at least that's got to get done. And then that leaves you Sunday and Monday to do the homework, if you decide to wait till the very end. But, I thought at least having that done by Saturday would space it out a little bit. And then the problems to write up, each week, those are listed here under write up problems. And when you click on the link, it will give you a Google Doc that you'll have access to, and your job is to work out these problems and write them out, fully worked out, all work shown, and submit them for a score. We do expect all work shown, so I'll make a reminder to tell everybody that, and then you would just go back under the assignment and submit it. I'll try to view it as a student. So when you view it as a student, hopefully this works. It's locked for now, but there'll be an option for you to submit it. Just submit it as a PDF or a JPEG so we can grade it and give feedback. So that is the course. It's, like I said, it's a really interesting class. I really hope that you like it. It is asynchronous, so I will do my best to reach out on a regular basis so that we can get to know each other, even though there's no live meeting. I do encourage you to reach out to me anytime. I'm happy to answer emails and to help. And I wish you a fantastic semester. And please keep in touch with any questions you might have.